In the heart of Nigeria lays a land of beauty, resilience, and rich potential, Plateau State. For decades, its abundant agricultural and mineral resources offered hope, yet it lacked structure to fully thrive. Farmers harvested, miners labored, but many struggled to find fair markets, quality storage, or profitable returns. That story is changing. A bold initiative born out of vision and necessity is shaping how Plateau connects production to prosperity. This is the story of the Plateau Commodity Marketing Company Limited, PLACOM, a movement to structure trade, empower producers, and elevate Plateau to its rightful place on the national and global commodity stage. When Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang assumed office, he encountered a state rich in resources but hindered by broken value chains. Smallholder farmers, traders, and artisans were losing value at every turn due to poor market access, exploitation by middlemen, a lack of coordination, and weak infrastructure.
My administration has designed this program to address critical gaps in commodity trading, storage, market information systems, grading, logistics, and cooperative management. Recognizing the challenges faced by stakeholders in the commodity ecosystem, we have initiated a comprehensive transformation of the midstream and downstream sectors to complement the robust changes taking place in the upstream, that is the production.
70% or over 70% of our people are agrarian, and agriculture has been the mainstay for our people, but farming at a subsistence level has not been able to take our people out of poverty. And what are the problems? Bad roads, middlemen, and so many other things.
There was need to streamline and see how our commodities their value can be improved. Not just that their value are improved, but we have maximum yield as per agricultural products in the state.
When you look at, in terms of the value chain of whatever commodity resource, natural commodities, if you're talking about either solid minerals or agricultural commodities or tourism, from production to the table, the person who is actually at the production end doesn't earn much. The person that is at the consumption end earns a lot more. So how do you ensure that these benefits transcend and permits to the producer, that's the smallholder farmers? And they are the core of the production area of whatever resource base. So if you must intervene, you must try and create a profitable access to markets. And the only way by which you can do is try to develop the midstream. The upstream is the production, the midstream is the processing, the downstream is the marketing. So you must address the midstream and the downstream.
If we want to have an industrial revolution, the easiest pathway to industrial revolution will be agro-based industries.
And so, in September of 2024, the Plateau Commodity Marketing Company Limited, PLACOM, was formally incorporated, a special purpose vehicle with a clear mandate to coordinate, structure, and power the marketing of Plateau's commodities locally, nationally, and for export.
Barrister Caleb Mutfwang administration thought about PLACOM as a commodities marketing company that will revolutionize the money that gets into the hands of the ordinary peasant farmer. Because there's going to be a price check, it's going to eliminate middlemen, it's going to give them an opportunity to deal directly with government, because we buy direct from the farmers and we sell to the bigger companies. At the same time, it revolutionizes the industrial sector.
PLACOM was designed to take from farmers and provide best practices, best prices and practices that will help farmers get the best for their going to the farm.
There are two most important objectives. One, for social reasons. Social reasons, that's to address our smallholder farmers, see how we can build and improve their living standard. Then the second one is for economic reasons. PLACOM is established as a private initiative. It's a private limited liability company, established under CAMA, that's the Corporate Affairs Commission. So it's supposed to earn profit.
Its mandate to connect mainstream and downstream activities in the commodity value chain, from sourcing, storage, grading, and certification to trading and digital marketing. From Jos to Kwanpan, from Bassa to Bokos, PLACOM is building a future where the Plateau brand stands for quality, reliability, and value.
We want to access the national market. We want to access the international market, that's exports. So if you are going to that heterogeneous market, all right, you must upgrade whatever that you are taking to the market so that you can command premium price. So you must process to a particular up to a particular level. You understand? You must ensure quality certification. His Excellency did say during the flag off of PLACOM on the 12th of September 2024 that he's looking forward to the day that he will go and commission a Plateau market in Abuja. He wants to go to Lagos and commission a Plateau market. He wants to go to Port Harcourt and commission a Plateau market.
At the heart of PLACOM's success is a robust operational framework. A network of warehouses and trading outlets across Plateau State forms the backbone, with well-established systems that manage the entire commodity cycle. From warehouse operations, PLACOM ensures that products are processed, stored, and certified to meet the highest standards. The goal is simple: quality, transparency, and profitability for every producer.
Warehouses that we currently have, what we are doing with those particular warehouses is that we are remodeling them, okay? And then we are adding laboratory units in each of the warehouses so that once you bring your commodities, the sample will be taken. Quality parameters of that commodity will be taken. Like if it is maize, we're looking at the foreign matter, we're looking at the grain quality, because that is what will command a premium price in the market. So we have to reback those particular commodities. It's only after you've done that some of these processing companies, that's what they will rush for, because you have actually helped them in their processing chain.
To ensure market efficiency, PLACOM has embraced ICT, integrating software systems to streamline operations and keep producers, traders, and consumers connected. This technological advancement plays a vital role in improving market access, increasing profitability, and maintaining the integrity of Plateau's commodity sector.
The role of technology in anything that you're doing is very important, and that of Placcom is not different. Placcom is supposed to manage warehouses in different cities, different local governments, and different countries, the way we discussed about it with the MD. And the idea is, if you have a warehouse in Kwampan, for example, what is inside? Do you have to go there before you check what's inside? No. At every warehouse, when you come to bring goods, either from third party or goods that are for Placcom, you record them on the system, including the price, everything about the system, the type, the whatever about the system. And from the MD's desk, he can actually run a report to know what is the value in my warehouse, which of the products are mine, which ones are for external.
While Placcom's operational framework is impressive, its true success lies in the lives it has touched. From smallholder farmers to artisanal miners, Placcom's impact resonates across Plateau State's communities.
Placcom has been able to procure over 10,000 metric tons of grains. These grains were bought directly from the farmers at good prices. The farmers are very happy with that, because in the past, what was obtainable was middlemen used to come to them. One, because there were no good roads for them to be able to transport. They didn't have the means of transportation. They didn't even have the wherewithal to transport their products. Placcom goes to the farms and buys off these grains.
One other thing that the Placcom is doing is to provide storage facility for farmers, because all the warehouses in the state are being renovated, and some handed over to Placcom as to manage.
Placcom has, since its establishment, been able to intervene majorly in produce offtake for the farmers, thereby stabilizing prices and giving profitable prices to our farmers. Placcom, in its design, is supposed to be able to take off and market on the behalf of the farmers, okay, so that we can get a robust value chain, for agriculture.
We were able to procure, aggregate over 1,000 metric tons of various commodities, particularly grains, across the 17 local government areas of the state.
Hitherto, farmers were complaining of cost of inputs, cost of cultivation. Then at point of sale, they do not often recoup what they have expended during the course of production. But now you find out that the margins and the profits that they make, because Placcom is directly taken from them, it's significant, and it cuts down on some of these losses that hitherto they used to experience when working with middlemen.
Gaskiya akwai canji sosai kan.
Mutane sun saurata da yin noma ga farashin ba kyau. Mutane sun saurata, amma zuwan Placcom na gani ne number 1 wanda na so ba ta kaya a garin wasu lakar gannan. Ta sai kaya da farashi wanda har na mata hanyar waɗansu ma sun kawo kayan ta saya.
Abu ya canja ba kamar lasi ba. Don lasi kamar sha wahala a hannun masu siyan scale. So amma kamar this year da Placcom sun zo sun taimake mu sosai. Kamar muna siya abu kamar na lasi mun je scale. Wayansu ma suna rage scale din a inda suna cuce mu da shi. Amma kamar Placcom in kun kawo kudin da kun faɗa, wani ma za su sake su kara muku. Kuma kamar na scale din mu ne muna ɗaukan mu kai musu, mu biya transport kuma. Amma kagan Placcom mun ɗaukan mu kawo, su ne za su sake biya mana kudin transport, sake su kara mana wani abu.
It's bridging gaps in the solid mineral sector as well. bringing transparency and profitability to local miners. By ensuring standardized pricing and ethical trading practices, PLACOM will empower miners to thrive in a competitive market.
You can imagine that the mining that is going on is conducted by peasants, by individuals, and they are at the losing end. The agents and the conglomerates and the multinationals are the ones reaping up from this individual level.
Plateau State isn't earning what it should be earning from the minerals that we've been endowed with. It's becoming a situation where it becomes a curse, because we're seeing situations where our youths and young ones, especially our male youths, are losing their lives daily in the mining pits. Our infrastructure, we're being in a situation where some of them were threatened, were about to collapse due to mining activities. And there's so many vices that were coming from the mining activities, especially done by illegal miners, that we weren't happy about. Right now, our people are dealing at the bottom of the value chain, and that's not what we want. Same thing with the farmers. People are buying from them at peanuts, and we don't want that. So I believe that PLACOM should be able to change that trend that we see. And if we're able to hoard these materials, and then because government has a staying power, then we're able to sell at the rightful price to the traders, the people that come into Plateau State to buy these materials from us.
PLACOM's achievements wouldn't be possible without the strategic partnerships it has formed across the public and private sectors. From local cooperatives to national development agencies, these relationships amplify PLACOM's reach and ensures its continued success.
Already we have the Ministry of Agriculture, Plateau Agricultural Development Program, you have the ASTC, you have the FADAMA. All these ones are geared towards production, improving production, promoting production of these, particularly agricultural commodities.
Okay, we play a very fundamental role in supporting PLACOM because we deal principally with farmers at all levels, the small scale, medium scale, large scale farmers. We provide cultivation services, farming advice. So we interface on a day-to-day basis with them, and we're aware of the kind of crops, grains that they cultivate. We know their location. We aim at boosting their production, particularly based on demand, the market-driven demand, which is the primary focus of PLACOM.
So far, so good. PLACOM has been an outstanding program. We have a pilot program in my agency as well, because the major benefit is that it touches the life of the smallholder farmers, and that is where we want the entire production to start from.
Our people should be conscious enough to embrace the economic production of livestock. Once that is done, then the products will be available, and then the market is already there.
FADAMA is meant to assist farmers, with farm inputs to increase their income on a sustainable basis. And based on that, seeing PLACOM as an important tool where our farmers in FADAMA who have been working with us using improved seeds can now conveniently sell their produce to PLACOM.
By partnering with key national and international players, PLACOM is not only opening up new markets for Plateau products, but also creating a sustainable framework for agricultural and mining productivity, as well as tourism. These alliances provide the expertise, infrastructure, and market access needed to secure Plateau's place in the global economy.
We are looking at the ecosystem within Plateau State as well as beyond. Let also participate in the scheme that is outside Plateau, so that PLACOM can be a global company, not just Plateau Plateau commodity exchange for only Plateau market, for only Plateau produce. No, we want to look at the global market. Can we take advantage of the AFTA, this African Continental Free Trade Zone, and see how we can access markets in Ghana, see how we can access markets in Sierra Leone, in Egypt, in Kenya. Look at the commercial market, all right, common market for East African, what you call, just like you have ECOWAS, and South Africa. You understand? So once if we're able to determine that for Africa, we can take advantage of this after. But you can only do that when you have quality commodities, and you have to start from home.
PLACOM can boost Plateau State's internal revenue by streamlining the marketing and distribution of agricultural products, thereby increasing trade volumes and taxable incomes. By formalizing commodity markets and supporting local producers, the company enhances revenue collection through improved data, transparency, and economic activity.
It's difficult to tax an informal sector. So what they have tried to introduce, they tried to formalize the informal sector by bringing up PLACOM. Now the company now taking over from the farmers, so we now have formalized them because I believe they are going to have records of all the farmers that have farmed, and now so data harvest will be easier for us from the revenue service. Then not only that is easier, then we'll know how many sources of income and revenue that an individual makes. Remember, at the state revenue service, we only tax individuals. So it means that we can have easily accessible records of individual from the PLACOM. And again, PLACOM now becomes a warehouser, where you have warehouse data, warehouse both. For them, they are warehousing probably the farm produce. But for us, we are seeing the data that they are trying to warehouse. So one of the things you help us to know those big farmers, you help us to know those farmers that are not farming in large scale, and we help to inform government on certain criteria that they are going to use when giving subsidy on types of maybe grains, subsidy on fertilizer, and so many other things that government will do. But for the tax person, he looks at your revenue. So what we are going to do is that it helps it become much more easier for us to know who are paying and who are not paying taxes. And again, you expand the tax net because a lot of our farmers in the states are not under our tax net. So now we are going to bring all of them to the tax net. And one of the things I keep telling PLACOM is that they should also insist that the taxpayer have a tax identification number, which we popularly call TIN. Once they have that tax identification, so we have them on our database. And we can also have a collaboration with them that when you are paying them, you deduct that source. So that makes it easier. So withholding tax at source of 5% of whatever amount you're paying. So we are now doing an advance payment of taxes on their behalf. So when they come to pay, then we now rearrange their records.
The future of PLACOM is one of continued innovation and expansion. With a strong foundation in place, the company is poised to become a regional leader in commodity marketing. New warehouses, new markets, and new product lines will drive the state's economy forward, ensuring that Plateau's resources reach the world.
PLACOM ta contribute na rayuwar mu farmers da yawa, domin tun da muka san da PLACOM mun samu aikin gona da sauki, domin suna tallafa mana da abubuwa da yawa wanda ya sa aikin gona ya zo mana da sauki.
PLACOM ta kawo mana canji mai kyau saboda kasuwanci da ta zo tana siyan kayayyaki a wurinmu, tana ajiye shi a community. Sannan in akwai bukata za ta sake marketing din shi a wurinmu. In case wani yana da bukata zai iya samuwa kusa da mana.
Abin da nake ɗauka an kai kasuwa in sayar, an bi ni har gida an zo an saya da farashi fiye da inda 'yan kasuwa suke saya, ai na ga canji.
Akwai canji sosai domin akwai abinci. Yanzu ba a wahala abinci kamar na da ba. Akwai abinci, tallaka ma shi ma ya samu yana ci yanzu haka. Ba kamar na da tallaka kaga yana yawo na sace yayi yawa. Gaskiya platform su yi mana abu mai kyau kuma mun gode ma shi Kalek Mutfa.
PLACOM's influence reaches far beyond its warehouses and markets. Its impact is felt in the very fabric of Plateau's community. With every sack of grain sold, every miner paid fairly, PLACOM is helping to build a stronger, more resilient state while positioning Plateau's farmers to benefit from the Africa Development Bank's SAPZ project, for which land has been provided by the state government for special agro-processing zones in Haipang, Mangu, and Shandam.
We already have so many off-taker companies that are ready to hit the ground. We're just at the last stage of approvals with the AFDB right now, and once that comes in, that will inject opportunities of over 300 million USD to Plateau State. This will provide the basis for raw materials because most of the companies are agro-based.
The connection between the local farmer and the company is in the exchange. The local farmer have direct access to PLACOM, not through any second third party. And then PLACOM mops up those things and improve on the capacity, improve on the value of those things.
If you look at the offtake, or what PLACOM has off-taken from the farmers in this year 2025, you see the highest quantity is in maize and rice. These are key commodities on the plateau. So for us in SAPZ, we looked at the key commodities that are being produced. In the southern zone, we're looking at rice, cassava. And then in the central zone, we're looking at maize, potato. Then in the northern zone, we're looking at dairy and vegetables. For vegetables, you know, when you go to Ferengada market or building materials, you see the losses that farmers suffer in that place. And so within the SAPZ, you're going to have cold storage facilities. Within the SAPZ, you're going to have companies processing maize, processing rice, processing cassava, processing potato into chips. You know, now we just sell raw products. And that is at the base of the value chain. Where the money is in value addition. And so most of the companies that are coming into the SAPZ are companies that are hitherto doing business on the plateau. We decided to give them the opportunity first. So you know that most of the income is going to stay here with us, and job opportunities will be provided for plateau citizens. The tax will be paid, so IGR is going to increase, and then more farmers are going to get involved.
The multiplier effect of PLACOM's operations has had a positive ripple effect on local businesses. By providing access to quality standardized products, PLACOM is helping to support the growth of micro, small, and medium enterprises across the state.
Opportunities are there. We're working with Plus Media. Very soon, the Bank of Industry, we're doing a partnership. We're going to give small soft loans to our young people so that they can boost their businesses. And these are things that need to be done, but there must be unity among our people.
PLACOM is not just transforming commodity marketing, it is shaping the future of Plateau State. Through community engagement, skill building, and empowerment, PLACOM is ensuring that every citizen has the opportunity to thrive. As Plateau State continues to grow, PLACOM will remain a driving force in the development of its economy, opening new doors for farmers, miners, and businesses, as well as communities alike. This is just the beginning.
We should support the vision of Barrister Caleb Mutfwang towards greening the land, towards making agriculture a mainstay for our people. I would advise young people to key into agriculture. They should not look at it with a mindset. And agriculture covers a broad-based area. It's not just farming. We're talking of, when we talk about farming, we're not just talking of grains. We could look at the livestock sector. Whatever your interest is, there's a huge opportunity there.
We have a passion to be able to translate our farmers from agriculture to agribusiness. And PLACOM stands for us as the fulcrum to which we will be able to achieve that. And so in the next 10 years, we want to see charting the course for our farmers and helping our farmers to be able to achieve their goals as far as agribusiness is concerned.
His Excellency is planning to invest a lot in the establishment of co-rooms. Co-rooms, particularly once these markets outside the center are open, we will have this chain, this linkage between the production and the market easily. So it's for the story of PLACOM, it's very bright between now and maybe the next 2 plus 4 years by God's grace.
The future of Plateau State is bright, and PLACOM is at the heart of this transformation. Together, we will continue to grow, evolve, and thrive, building a legacy for generations to come.